What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Scarfinger, and I'm back with another painting video. This time I decided to try to record it live instead of doing the voiceover like I've been doing. Today I am going to be doing a puddle pour with these colors. Basically, most of these, I bought a sample pack of Artist Loft, and these are all of the colors that I used, that I mixed and used to make these colors here. Now I'm going to be adding a little bit, let me get that out of there. I'm going to be adding a little bit of my white mixture. I know it's the Anita's bottle, but I made a custom white mixture in here that I'm going to be using to kind of pour around things. So the hardest part about this painting is I wanted to go to a larger canvas, but I had no idea how I actually wanted to do the painting. So I'm just gonna try to puddle pour it and just kind of wing it. I did paint the canvas when I thought that I was going to be recording this previously, and I painted it white, and I thought it was going to be a little bit wet. It is not. It is very much not. And also, shout out to my new light. Makes this a little bit brighter, so hopefully you can see the colors better. Because of the colors that I chose, I decided not to do a flip cup because it was pretty much, the more that they mixed together, they were pretty much going to make the same colors. So we are going to pour this painting. All right. Now, all of the paints have been mixed with my custom pouring medium. They have not, there is no silicone and there is no alcohol in these. But because of the Floetrol in the pouring medium, I'm probably going to get a little bit of cell action here. So I'm going to start with my favorite color, that is blue. And I'm going to pour a little bit in here. Then, instead of pouring this green in there, I'm going to try to pour the green around it. And I'm really just on, I'm really just about winging it right now. I don't exactly know how this is going to come out because I didn't really have a real plan at the time I decided to make this painting. So this is about experimentation and creativity, and I'm going to try to tap into a little bit of creativity during my experimentation. Now the teal or turquoise that I made here is probably going to be the biggest feature in this painting. I made it specifically for this painting. That is the one that I did the most with as far as that's the one that I did the most with as far as like mixing colors together. The rest of it is just me trying to figure it out. All of these are Artist Loft metallics, with the exception of the green, which is it's a neon green. So I'm just right now just kind of going with the flow a little bit, trying to just kind of mostly just trying to feel out the painting. This is one of my more no rhyme, no reason type paintings, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna like it. I really do. I like the colors. Green is not necessarily my favorite, but I do very much like the teal. I'm like very. Since I've been painting, I started really getting into teal and turquoise and stuff like that. They're really good colors to use for something like this. A little bit there. I'm getting a little low on some of my paint, so I got to try to be a little bit more careful about how much I'm actually using here. Hopefully I made enough paint for this whole thing. This would be a very, very bad thing if I did not make enough paint for this. Which it's starting to look like I didn't, but what I'm also going to do is put some white around the I'm going to use the white mostly around the outside to make it slide a little bit better and get around the painting a little bit. Let's put this here. All of this is almost gone. Looks like I need to, if I'm going to finish this off, I need to finish it off on that side. So let me put some paint over here, and I will put more paint on that side. Let's do that. This canvas is a 16 by 20, which is one of the, well, next to the largest I've ever poured. I know people have poured some really, really large paintings. I do have a, I do have larger canvases. A lot of, I have a few larger canvases, 20 by 20s and such, but I figured before I really get into those, I might want to get the rest of this down first. Now I'm close to my recording device, so I don't know how my voice sounds right now, which may be a little bit too loud. I guess I'll try to figure that out when I edit this. But because I'm talking over it, the idea of editing this will be less daunting, I would say. And so all of this paint is almost gone. I have a little bit of this turquoise left that I'm going to put here, and I think that's pretty much it. That seemed like a clump. Did y'all see that clump? I saw the clump. There was a clump. And basically I'm just kind of squeezing the juice out of it now, like trying to get the last little bit of paint out of here. This is starting to go off the edge, and I don't want it to go off the edge just yet. So I'm going to put some of my white mixture around it. Let me shake this up a little bit. Now this white mixture is made with Artist Loft. I mean, I'll have all of the paints and stuff in the description on YouTube. This is just Artist Loft, thinned out a little bit. Okay, so, I just realized that I never actually put my apron on. That was probably a stupid idea. I'm wearing like an old airbrushed Father's Day shirt that I got a few years ago, and I kind of really like this shirt, but it's been a while and it's kind of faded a little bit. I just put on my apron that's way too small for me, but we gonna get this popping. So heat gun, get the bubbles out. And I think I want to use, You know what? I thought about using my hands to try to smooth this out a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to. Actually, there's some bubbles, right? That's not popping. These are not popping. There's a couple of big bubbles that don't really want to be popped. Let's see if I can pop them by hand with this toothpick. Well, by hand with the toothpick, yeah. That was correct terminology for you, boy. Should I swipe now? I'm going to swipe now. I'm going to swipe a little bit of this white through it, and we'll see how it goes. And you see it's already, once I swipe the white through, it already started selling up. So let's tilt and see what we got here. And it's just going over the white. I think my white is too thick. I'll try to keep it down so that you can see. Yeah, I think this white is like super thick. Let's go back the other way. I think this white is too thick and I just kind of messed up this paint. But I'm going to let it ride and see what actually happens. So far I'm really liking this though. Let's tilt it that way. At least some of the white is coming along that way. But not a whole lot. I think I'm going to have to smooth out a little bit of this by hand. That's going to take a minute. So right now I'm just trying to hit my four corners, and now even with that white, it's creating like soon as the rest of this paint hits that white, it's creating a ton of cell action. I'm really digging that. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this down, and I need to figure out what I can put in that corner, and then I need to touch up my sides. I think there's a clump. I'm just going to kind of pull it through, kind of thin it out a little bit by the pull through. So far, this is going a little better than expected. I didn't expect to be here right now. I'm gonna touch up the sides right here since I'm already right here. Put some white paint there, and I need to see what I can get out of here. Let me tilt this way, and then I'm gonna tilt it back down. Yeah, I very much needed to thin out that white a little bit more. It's kind of not making this as nice as I would have thought it should be. This is where pre-planning actually comes in. You should probably plan your paintings out better than I did. Very much so. Plan better. Don't be like Mike. Not in this instance, don't be like Mike at all. Let's put some there. Just touching up these sides. You know what? I think I'm just going to put some... I'm going to thin up that white a little bit. Hold on for a moment. I'm going to wash my hands. And then I'm going to thin out that white a little bit. Okay, new plan. There's a bunch. I'm gonna take this paint scraper, and I am going to scrape up some of this paint right here, and try to put it all in this corner. Let's see how well that works out. This might not have been the best idea, but I'm still learning. I'm still trying. So, now that I got that straight, let me take what's left from some of these other paints and pour it over the corner. I'm going to do this in possibly the worst way. Like, this could be terrible. This could work out horribly. But what I think I might end up doing is mixing up a few of these and then pouring it off the edge, because it should flow now, because there's actually something on it. So at this point, I'm just trying to squeeze the juice out of this painting. At this point, at first I was trying to squeeze the juice out of the paint. Now I'm just trying to get something out of this corner. And I mixed up some white, so I'm just going to pour a little bit of white just across there, just like that. And we're just going to pour some of it off. So yeah, it ended up not going as well as I had originally planned, but I still like how it comes out. I see it just a ton of cells, especially around the outsides where I put that white paint. So like all around here and where the white paint was kind of pushed off and the paint kind of went over it, there's a lot of that coming through, which, you know, some people like a lot of cells. I've never been a huge fan of like a million tiny cells, but so far this is working. So I'm going to let this sit for a few minutes and come back, and I'll do a close-up and let you know how it goes. Okay, so this is sometime after. I am handheld at this point, so please forgive the shaky cam. And we're just going to go take a look at it. There was a lot of lacing and cells coming through where I had the white paint, and you can see it all around the outside. I actually really like it. I wasn't sure that I was going to like it at first, and I really dig it. And I really like how that came out. I don't know if I can focus. Maybe I can back it off a little bit. See if I can focus better. And then that corner that I put all of that stuff on after the fact came out really kind of cool. I dig it. The middle is very, a little bit more of a rolling C. Now, full disclosure, I recorded this already, and I think I said some of the wrong things. So I had more time to come up with the rolling C thing. I couldn't think of what I actually to say the first time, so that's a little inside information. So here's the painting. As you can see from the shininess, it was still kind of wet. So this is the full painting. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. I should call it something. If you have an idea what I should call it, let me know. Hit up the Facebook page. Peace Through Colors, Arts and Crafts. The website is geeksgoneraw.com, which houses the podcast Scarcasm Live. Holla at your boy. I'm thinking about possibly doing a Patreon where I'll give some of these away. There's a few things coming, so keep keep on the lookout for the Facebook page, of course, facebook.com/PTCAC for Peace Through Colors, Arts and Crafts, and geekscarraw.com. Peace.